Lamila, for someone who is heavily pregnant and about to give birth to an adorable little cub inside of that little nest of yours, you really, your figure is looking pretty slim. Where you're hiding the baby in there, huh? Are you hiding it in your cracker jaw? Did you lay an egg somewhere and buried in the nest already? Oh my goodness. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pamera tribe. We are here getting ready for Lamila Far-Eyed, who is currently the alpha leader of the tribe, to have the very first baby of the Garden Isle. And that is indeed what we are going to be naming this big, beautiful island. I am so excited. I think, and I haven't yet had confirmed by you guys or anyone else, that we now forever and ever will be able to skip from island to island, which I think is so exciting. No island will be the same. If we didn't like this island, we could just skitter over here and then leave to another garden island that is kind of soft and safe and beautiful, just like this one. I love the idea of just hopping island chains and having pretty much infinite islands to go to. That is deeply something I've always wanted for Niche. But we are here on our first of the flower islands. That's meadow islands is maybe what I will call the nice, soft, gentle islands that are huge like this. And we have named it the Garden Isle, and we'll have to see what we make of this garden. But Lamila Far-Eyed guided her tribe here from the tiny little beginner island that her parents had raised her on, and she is getting ready to hopefully settle in and have the very first baby that the tribe should enjoy. I have no idea what the baby is going to look like, but it will be her child with Dukro, who is actually a descendant of the tiger tribe. So whatever is left of the tiger tribe that Lamila's father Dar and Remy, who was our elder, our very first elder to pass away in the Peace Garden, they were descendants of the tiger tribe. And now we'll probably have a branch of the tiger tribe, the striped ones, who are going to be our defenders, pulling off from here. And we're also going to try to keep our peaceful, diligent diggers going as well. So Digger Taro, who is our healthiest of all of our current creatures, hopefully he'll have lots and lots of wonderful children, but don't worry if the peaceful sounds of the Garden Isle may not be to your liking, guys, because we're only going to stay at the Garden Isle long enough to get our genetics shipshape and ready for investigating what is off at the mysterious jungle. Apparently, you guys are absolutely positively convinced that absolute death awaits us somewhere on the other side of those skipping stones. So I really want to make sure that our creatures are hopefully pretty well prepared, and that means spending a few generations here exploring, having babies, and perfecting our genetics. So Lamila is going to have a child with Dukro, like I mentioned, and I think the only thing other than the no paw that I really want to keep an eye out for in their child is possibly more strength. When it's tiger line, I want to have more strength, more of your typical defense. I know that we're going to want to switch from defense to stealth before we go to the jungle, since apparently you cannot kill the things that are awaiting us there, at least not very easily. But if we're going to do that, then I definitely want to be prepared for just this island, and that means we need to be prepared for whatever predators may show up. Actually, now that I think of it, I haven't seen Dodomingo yet, so we'll have to see if our little adventurer Lamili is going to find some Dodomingo while she's out and about. And I was just thinking how weird it will be for Lamili. I was thinking in all of our past tribes, my adventurers have always had to come back to have children, but Lamili could leave. She can build a nest of her own now. If Lamili ended up finding a mate like way out in the grasslands, we could just go settle somewhere else, and that made me so excited. It'll be a lot easier to fragment your tribes now and kind of have different components of the tribe playing off against one another. So that'll be interesting for the future too. But enough rambling. So if we're going for more strength, and then I have tossed into the genetics our little mutation menu, the claw and the poison fang ability. So paws crossed that hopefully the baby will be born with one of those things. And let's get a move on with the Pamera tribe and the difficult decisions that Alpha Lamila Far-Eyed will have to make for them. All right, first baby. She's so beautiful and perfect in every way. Did she seriously double mutate the genetics I was going for? I'm so proud of her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, it looked like, I thought for just a second, somehow I thought Lamila had grown a second pair of ears because I didn't see Rico back there, and then Lamila was moving around, and I was like, wait a second, what's happening here? But look at her. Oh, she's glorious. She's look at Lamila's nose just disappear into her chest like that. That's kind of adorable. She is gorgeous. Wonderful. So let's look at this little one. Anako, I think I'm going to give her a different name. I'm so excited. She did not mutate in poison fangs. Just the child that Dukro and Lamila had poison fangs as well. What should I name her? I already have Lamili. Let's see. Lamiko. Maybe Lanako. Yeah, Lanako. Or like Lamiko. Let's do Lamiko. There we go. So this is little Lamiko. And she is going to be a pretty good defender. She can also do fishing with her claw ability. And she has venomous fangs. That's really wonderful. Hopefully she'll grow up to be nice and strong, big and healthy, and have lots and lots of opportunity to provide her genetics to the tribe too. So she's got normal eyesight, carries the hemophilia recessive, but otherwise she doesn't have no paw. So pretty healthy, pretty darn healthy. Wonderful. Good job, Lamila. All right. So Lamila, can we have you... We'll have Lamila step over here so that we'll have her mate with him again. And I'll have her go ahead and build another nest, just because having lots of children from her will really help us. And Rolana is also pregnant with Poi's child, I believe. Yeah, she and Poi are going to have a child. I'll have her go ahead. I'm going to have her step over here and make a nest. So she's going to also make a nest, and we'll have her settle in. And these two nests will hopefully help us churn out lots of babies. And I figure the babies can kind of stay in the nest right under this awesome tree. We're a little bit addicted to the idea of nest trees after the nest tree tribe. And then the babies can come down and they can be protected here in the garden area with the elders, of which Chi really is about ready to qualify for. So Chi can move down with little Lamiko, and they can frolic in our little peace garden where they are okay with the bones of the elders. They respect their story. We'll always remember Rimi until her bones fade away into the flowers and are reborn as glorious blossoms. Oh, what glorious lore we will have in this tribe. It's beautiful already. But that will work out there. Let me go ahead and clear out our little mutation menu. I'm so proud of the baby. So proud of that baby being born with those abilities. And then let's get our little explorers going. All right. And Lamile, she has been given a little bit of a reprieve. Look at that. Yes. And we've got some mole meat. Good job. A little bit of a oh, there's so many moles here. So many moles and so much food. I love that we can just sense that. But she doesn't have to worry about having children of her own just yet. And she does have hemophilia. So I don't know if Lamili will ever have children, but we'll keep an eye on that. And then Digger Taro is actually going to be one of my absolute best breeders. I need a female to breed him with. Oh, Rolana. Even though she has short-sighted eyes and hemophilia, that definitely would be the best one to pair her with. Did I pair her with Poi? Or hang on a second. I got my so many shapes. All right, I think they'll be okay. Digger Taro, he needs to find some roots to dig up. Unless, what else can he do? He can't really do anything else. He can't gather up nuts. He can't really do anything but find roots. So Digger Taro, you're excused for the moment. You can come over here and collect up the grasses. And Rumi, do I want to breed you, Rumi? She has short sight and no paw, so I don't think I want to breed Rumi. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so Rumi, you are excused from breeding, so she gets a orange icon in the middle, and that kind of signifies that we're not going to be breeding those particular creatures, but she can help clear the area. And Poi, what are you really good at? He's good at movement, so I'll go ahead and let Poi kind of do a little exploring, because I don't remember who I was starting to breed him with. Rico is not ever going to be a breeder, so I'm going to move her over here so she's our defender. All orange icons mean that they are our defender, so I should call her, what if I name her, let's see, Hunter? I'll name her Hunter. So the total defenders are going to be hunters. And then Lamila... Explorers. What's another short name for explorers? I think that explorers would be really looked highly on in this tribe because of Lamila Far Eyes guiding us to this new island. So maybe La Lamila? Yeah, we'll put the la suffix excuse me. in front of the creatures who are going to be explorers, and that will be like the long line of Lamila. So we'll name her La Lamili, and she will go off and she will do some exploring. I like that. Maybe the nice breeders will end up with special names too, so, or even just be called like Breeder Taro. So we'll figure it out. All right, so Doris, do I want to do anything special with you, my dear? She does have normal eyesight. I may want to keep an eye on that C immunity as well. Who would she possibly breed with? Doris, it looks like maybe Poi or maybe Ducro. She's gonna have a similar immunity no matter who I breed her with. So maybe I might have Doris breed with Ducro even though they're siblings so that she can carry on a strong tiger line. We'll have to see. For now, she's escaped from breeding because she gets to gather up some berries. All right, sorry we're talking so much about the genetics of it all, you guys. It's just going to be a little tricky to figure it out since there's so many lines we're trying to follow. But let's just go ahead and keep moving. Ducro, how can you help out, my dear? He can do some collecting. So is there another? There is another berry bush kind of close by, right over here. So I may send him away. How long does Lamila have? All right, Ducro's actually going to stick around because Lamila doesn't have much longer and they had some healthy babies. And I don't think Lamila can have any more babies because both Taro and Poi are hers. So she can't have any more babies with any male but Ducro. All right, so all of that rambling aside, let's go ahead and watch our two pregnant mamas, Rolana and Lamila, have their babies. And then we'll just kind of let the genetics unfold. I think I might start making pairs and we'll just kind of keep a pair together through the duration of their lifetime and then reassess genetics when it's time for the next generation. That'll help make things go a little bit quicker too. Pretty! Oh my goodness, look at her! She's so pretty! Who are you? Ressie! Wow! Ressie, you're gorgeous! Wow, is she a double digger? She's a double digger too. So she does have short-sighted eyes and hemophilia, but thankfully, as recessives, not as dominant traits. But she's so pretty. I'm gonna name her, I'm gonna name her Rosie. Rosie. Kind of like Rosie, you know, like a rose, because she is just absolutely beautiful. I think that the whole tribe is quite enchanted with her. Probably I'm enchanted with her because she reminds me so much of the Seers. Oh, the Janu tribe. I miss them. And then we have a little boy, Ronu Duke. I think I'm going to name him Darnu after his grandfather. And let's see, he has hemophilia, unfortunately, and he has a no paw. Oh man. So he's probably never going to be a breeder. So I'll have to assign him a different color when he gets a little older. Lamiko can come over here and help out Elder Chi with gathering up all of these nuts. And then Rolana, you had a gorgeous child. Who is Rosie's, in fact, I'm just going to straight up name her Rosie. There we go. Who is Rosie's father? Poi? Man, if Poi had that pretty of a kid, I wonder... Wow, I wonder what Digger would have. Digger Taro. Alright, so Digger Taro, you and... Let's see, Lamila? No. I want... There we go. Rolana had a gorgeous child. So I think that Rolana should be able to breed okay, yeah, with Digger. So come here, Digger Taro. Your services are once again needed. All right, and I'm gonna have her just straight up move into this nest, and then he's gonna scooch over here. She's going to mate with him and have another baby. We've got enough food to be able to start doing this, and then I'll have these guys start clearing stuff away. All right, wonderful. And little Rosie should be pretty safe, but I'll move Doris over here. Doris, can you do any collecting at all? Not quite, or she can collect, but not nuts. So I'll have Doris come over, and she can kind of keep an eye on the edge of things and gather up from this berry bush. There we go. Getting into a good flow now. And then Ducro can help out a little bit. Is that mole back out? The mole is back out. Get the mole. He ran out of moves and the mole's going to disappear again. But now we know to look for the moles and be able to do a lot of mole hunting. All right, so let's have our Lamila, who's going to be our explorer. So the Laws are basically the explorers. She can come up. And if I can step right up here, she can get that mole as well. And then we've got quite a bit of food she can start collecting. So she's a really good mole hunter. She may earn a new title like Mole Hunter Lamila. Oh, and there's a clam. Cool. Can any of you collect the clam? Hunter Rico can actually collect the clam. Well, that's pretty exciting. I'm going to move up here. We'll start clearing that away. Hunter Rico's probably excited that she's... There's a whole nother nest! Oh my gosh, we found a whole nother nest. That's so cool. All right. Do I want to have any more bebés? Any more babies with Lamila? She only has a couple days left. Who's she going to assign? I think that Digger Taro is going to end up being the next alpha because he has some of the best genetics. So Lamila is going to have to step down and let her son Taro take over. Maybe because he's a double digger? I'm not sure. I think she would just pick him because she sees something in her far-eyed sight that her son could possibly lead, and he would be the very confused young one going, wait a second, wait, Mom, what? Are you really... I'm in charge? I think he'd be very flustered. Not a natural leader by any means. That's probably Lamiko, to be completely honest. But we'll have to see what decisions he makes and who his future mate might be. Because, wow, we've got some beautiful baby girls being born. All right, so Lamila Far-Eyed, what am I going to do with you? Maybe send you over to... I wonder, she could possibly have one more baby. So I'll go ahead and let her become pregnant one last time. And then I'll have her move over here to wait because we have several nests going on and another one up here. All right. We have another baby. Oh my gosh, Rolana, you have gorgeous children. She really does. This is little Issy. So Issy is also a double digger once more, and she is a cracker as well. So let's see. She's pretty healthy. She has escaped the no paw. She has normal blood clotting, and she only has the recessive short-sighted eyes. So we're actually ending up with some healthier creatures. We're starting to escape a lot of the genes that we want to leave behind before we start really playing with some of the genetics, which will be really fun. Can't wait to try the new things. All right, so Izzy, I think I'll leave her name. I'm going to name her Izzy. There we go. Because that's just a pretty name. Well, let's see. Rolana, Isana. There we go. With lots of extra consonants, like I like to do with these tribes. And then we'll have little Daru. Let's see, he'll scooch over and maybe hang out with his father. Ducro can probably do quite a bit of exploring. So I'm going to send Ducro out now that his mate Lamila is about to pass away of old age. I will allow Ducro to head out. Well, he can gather up that berry real quick, and then he'll head out and start doing some exploring. And I have a feeling, you know what, I think Daru may go with him. I have a feeling because Daru is not going to be, once he becomes of age, we'll have to judge if he's a breeder or not. So maybe when they reach the adolescent age style, or the age range, what do you call it? Yeah, when they become teenagers, maybe that's when we decide whether or not they receive the gemstone of breeding. And I have a feeling Daru's going to fail because he has a hemophilia. He has the hemophilia like dominant, and he's also got the no paw. So he's kind of just like an emergency breeder. But we will have him go and do some exploring with his father, Ducro, then. So they should still be able to live a very happy life together. Chi is getting a little bit older. So we'll have Chi hang out over here with little Lamiko. And then can you help out, little one? And little Rosie is quite the fighter, actually. That's pretty cool. And she's quite the digger. Can she sniff anything? Okay, so she may have to really come out here to the fields to be able to be of use as she comes. No, Rosie! What have you done to your name? To the fields, if she's going to really be able to come of use. So let's see, Rosie, I guess you can hang out over here with Doris, and Doris can just like gather up some berries with you. And then Lamiko can come over here, and she can teach her the way of getting nuts off of trees. But she's getting a little older, so she'll probably head over to the Elders' Peace Garden pretty soon. And I don't think Lamila can make it. She's going to end up having one more baby, but that seems fitting that the leader should pass away on the nest, just because that's where she's devoted her life. I'm going to go ahead and step this way, have another child with Digger Taro. And Taro, I think, is going to need to focus on... He's going to need to focus on finding some more food. So I might want to actually get rid of those digger, like double digger paw is not the best thing in the world, but at least we're getting rid of no paw. All right, so moving on. Sorry, guys, I'm just really excited because there's so much going on again. All right, I'm going to clear away the grasses with my explorers. Poi, who could you have some pretty healthy children with? I didn't know. You might have some semi-healthy children with your sister, Lamili, but I'm not sure. And Poi is getting a little older. All right, we'll just have him do some exploring. Like I said, I'll try to keep moving, and then we'll make big decisions about breeding a little bit less often, because I know I get caught up in it just because the pressure, you guys, to try to make it all so perfect, to try to have everybody having just the right healthy baby. It can totally add up so fast. Actually, I guess Digger Taru can come over here and maybe keep an eye. That mole. The mole is underground right now, so we'll have to keep an eye on when that mole wants to come back up. But all right, couple pregnant bellies ready to have babies. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize what a fruitful spot to be if we're actually on top of 2 regrowing spots of grass, and we have 2 new babies. So now we have Rala. Beautiful Rala has been born. She has got runner's leg and she has digger paw. Normal eyesight, healthy genetics. Oh, she's beautiful. Rala, you're gorgeous. She may end up being one of our mothers in the future, because she definitely is a nice healthy template to start with, that's for sure. And then we have Van Kierkier. Oh my gosh, look at him. He has got the poison fangs. He has got healthy. He's healthy, yes! We're only 4 generations in, and I'm actually ending up with some healthy children. Oh, happy day. And he's got big body too, so he's going to be a little bit of a fighter when he grows up. I don't think we really see a lot of it just yet. In fact, I wonder... yeah, it looks like Poison Fangs no longer adds to fighting. No, he has a no paw. So close. We have so many other things. Maybe he and Rosie will have beautiful babies. Maybe. Oh man, they share genetics. Oh man. All right, we're getting a lot of B involved, but we'll have to worry about that later. All right, Van Kiervan, I'm actually going to name you. He's actually of the tiger line, and Dukro is his father. So Van Kier, I'm going to name you Darkier. Yeah, Darkier. Ooh, that's a nice name too. And I like him. Look at him. He looks like a little tiger. I may have to be a little bit... I kind of feel like he and Lamiko might have nice, healthy tiger children. The genetics are getting a little bit close for mixing the immunity genes, but we're going to have to start looking for some outsiders to bring in. In fact, I wonder if that's what Taro is thinking about. So I think Taro might come in and he might start telling the tribe we need to do some more exploring to look for outsiders. So, all right, now that I've sort of figured out where I want the genetics to semi-go, like I said, I'll try to start making my decisions a lot faster so that then we can just go, okay, we're going to focus on like so-and-so's children. For example, Rolana is having some absolutely amazing children with Digger Taro. So I think we may try a few more children from them, but I think it definitely is time for exploring too. And I think young Rosie would be a pretty good explorer. She doesn't move very far though. So maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe. No, Rosie, why do you keep trying to change your name? Stick to your name. Stick to your name, you beautiful creature, you. Maybe Taro is going to think about who can do more exploring, kind of in his mother's name. That makes a lot of sense, because it's a lot easier to tell all the creatures, go forth and explore, than it is to try to decide like how to breed all the genetics and who should be mated with who. So I think Taro would just be of the opinion, I don't know who you guys should pick as mates, but he would hide that by saying, I think we should find new mates, new possible mates out there in the grasslands. So let's do a little bit of exploring. And let me pull the grass back a little bit. Just so... Oh, I shouldn't have dug that up because those were molehills. I totally forgot. Oh, well. Alright, and then Rumi can come over. And we'll clear away some of the grasses. Poi, I'll just go ahead and shoot Poi straight into the deep end. And can we find anything? Okay, nothing over here just yet. And Rico can come over. Oh, Rico can collect up these nuts. I totally forgot about that. Alright, and let's move Doris out. I don't know if Doris is going to breed. Yeah, I don't know. She is healthy-ish. She's pretty darn healthy. So maybe to keep the tiger line going. Oh, look at that. Actually, look at that. Doris and Dark here would actually be good mates, I think. Let me triple check. Yeah, they would be. All right. So Doris and Dark here are probably going to be mates. So Doris, congratulations. You're going to have a mate. You have to wait for him to grow up. So I think she's going to move over here, and we'll have her do some exploring until she's ready. And Rosie can't really move too quickly, but I'll send her over here so she can do a little bit of exploring with Lamila. But then I really want Rosie to have a great mate because she's very pretty and I want to pass on some of her line. And I'll worry about which line gets what colorations and things like that in the future. Alright, so Rolana, let's have you scooch over here. Mate with him again, gather up that little bit. And then I feel like Ducro would definitely be, and there we go. Yeah, we're going to have to judge his son. Darnu is definitely not going to be a breeder. So actually I think Darnu might be passed into the care of Hunter Rico. So let's have Hunter Darnu. There we go. So little Hunter Darnu is going to come on over and join Rico. And they'll be in charge of that. And she is becoming an elder. So she's going to get ready to move and settle in to the Peace Garden. Where really the children should be growing up. But I'm still working on that part. And then Ducro, I think we'll move him over here. And Darkir, he is really awesome. Yeah, Darkir I think will be the heir of the tiger line. I think Ducro will be explaining that to his son right now. The last born of far-eyed Lamila. So Lamila the far-eyed. So Darkir, yeah, we might give him like the T Darkir to show that he'll be the tiger line. Alright, so we're figuring it out. Sorry guys, every time I say I won't get caught up in the genetics, I do. It's just so addicting. You get so caught up in like, who should have what? Looks like the tiger line is taking over. But I think that Rosie and Drala and maybe Asana, because they're all very healthy, for the digger line, will start guiding the digger line down a different path. So let's go ahead and see what child Rolana is going to have now. Oh my gosh, it's a gorgeous son. They're having absolutely beautiful children. Unfortunately, he has a couple things that make him not the healthiest, but we'll have to start putting new things in the mutation menu and seeing if we can get some healthier digger children. And we definitely need to do a little bit more exploring. So I think next time, this is going to be the age of exploration as Taro, who's, oh, you can smell the clams! You can smell the clams! Holy moly, and look at all of that! Look at all of these berry bushes! There's so many of them! Yeah, I think that Digger Taro, who hasn't really had much of a chance to be much of a digger, there he goes. He found some roots. I think he's going to declare this the age of exploration for now. So we may be kind of winding down. We'll let Taro and Rolana have quite a few children. And then that'll be like our main focus for breeding for a little while. And everybody else will do some exploring. And then when the time comes for Rosie and the other children of Taro to start picking mates, we'll reassess where we want to go. And I think Takir may actually end up starting the tiger line. And we may move them further into the grassland. So we can kind of have two different groups going. One where I can really focus on breeding in stealth, high collecting ability, the food gatherers, and one where I can focus on breeding in our defenders. So we'll see how that goes. I like the idea of Taro being a very confused young leader, kind of just given the position because he was a favorite of his mother, and not really sure what to do with it. So we'll see what happens next time, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.